So now my oldest is 13.
Yeah.
You feel me? And he go to school and he texts me. He's like, "Hey, Dad, can you pick me up? Moms usually go pick up my kids." So I'm like, "Oh, bro, somebody messing with you?"
Yeah.
You know, oh, you feel me? We there. You know what I'm
that
saying?
fatherly instinct kicked
And he
in.
like, nah, Dad. I had a picture up and everyone's seen my picture with you, and they're like, "Hey, you know K-Nova?" And my son is like, "Nah, that's my dad." You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because he like, "Dad, can you please come?" I'm like, "All right, cool."
Because now you're the cool dad. Now you
know what I'm saying? And crazy thing about it, man, I pull up to my son's school. There's kids there.
Yeah.
And there's parents there.
Come on.
All polys.
Waiting on K-Nova.
Bruh. And I'm like, I'm tripping out, and I'm out there, and I take the pictures or whatever, and then I get back in the ride with my son, and we're driving back home. My son looks over to me like, "Dad, why don't you do music anymore?"
Come on,
you know,
man.
and I'm telling my son, I'm like, "Look, I had to be there for you."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the career is nothing to me if you ain't.
Yeah, I'm your dad.
You ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right here. He like, "Dad, but they really love you.
That's crazy.
Like, I think you should go back and do music."
Yeah.
And you know, in this time, like I had done a lot, like changing myself, like, you know, trying to recondition myself, you know, reinvent myself.
Yeah.
You know, especially like everything at home. You know, however you establish yourself at home is who you are when you leave.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like being in that space with my kids, and then trying to be a better husband for my wife.
Yeah.
You know, having to compromise, having to understand, having to, you know, calm myself down and listen to her a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that really started shifting my character. Like I chose I had to choose my family, you know, in God. Like I had to choose them. You feel me? And I think doing that, I think I was ready to get back into music.
Was that something that you kind of got with wifey? And because that alone, I mean, that story, come on, man, that gave me chicken skin just thinking about it, because that's almost confirmation from your kids.
Oh, yeah.
To kind of say, "Dad, like, why you stop doing this? Like, I get it, you stopped because of me." I mean, and as fathers, you never think, like, I'll do it with my kids too. Like, I never think I'm the cool dad. You know what I mean? Right. But then when we go do festivals and stuff, they see people want to take pictures with us and stuff. They're like, "Dad, you're just dad," because we're just dad to them.
Definitely.
But when they see you in a different light, where, you know, we are somebody to somebody else, where they do want to take a picture with us, it kind of not freaks them out, but it kind of makes them raise their eyebrow, like, "Why do they want to take a picture with my dad?"
Yeah.
So that kind of story resonating with artists to kind of say, man, that had to be like the pivot for you to kind of say, okay, I was being this father, and now my son's telling me, why don't you go back to do it? And you still have that, you know, people for the flavor of a
Straight up. Right, definitely.
Is that something that you got with sis, with wifey, to kind of say, look, I might want to go back and do this music thing?
Well, my wife, man, shout out to my wife. Let her know I love you.
That's sis right there.
You know, she actually believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to do the music.
Yeah.
You know,
she was that crutch.
Oh yeah. You know, and she was the one, you know, going to God about everything. She like, "Look, man, I'm not gonna do this where I go to my family because at the end of the day, I might forgive you, but they not gonna forgive you." You know what I'm saying? So she like, "I'm gonna take it up to Heavenly Father. I'm gonna take it to the man upstairs." Straight up. And she did that, man. And you know, I'm glad. I'm very blessed that she did, because, you know, just as much as she was sacrificing for me, I had to make sure that I was the right man for her.
Yeah.
So I automatically, you know, was changing, shifting things in my life to make it fit, to make it work. And while after, you know, my son's telling me, "Dad, you should go back," my wife is already networking.
Yeah.
She hit you. Yeah. She hit Leandra from Pacific Feats and Nuke. You feel me? My brother. So,
shout out Nuke, man.
You know, and she hit him up like, "Hey, Pacific Feats, you know, let's do it."
Yeah.
I ain't even know we was gonna do Pacific Feats.